Hello and welcome to the show. Now, you guys are probably wondering what on earth am I doing outside the studio, suited up, and yes, you're right, I just came from studio, the normal, and I got dragged out because my friend Nadia Jacobs popped around to show me a brand new Jaguar F-Pace. Now, the issue with this is that I'm not a Jaguar person by general. Anyone that doesn't drive Mercedes-Benz is not normal to me, but that's fine. So I decided, and she said she's going to convince me otherwise. I'm not the car review kind of guy either. I know there's something called an exhaust pipe in the back, and I know there's a key that opens the door, and that's as far as it goes. I've also brought my assistant along, Barik Manuel. I'm going to chat to him a bit later. He's a bit more technical, although he only drives BMW. No, BMW is not a medical condition. It's a car, and we're going to talk to him about that and about that OCD of his also. But for now, I must admit, we came to the factory environment somewhere in Cape Town. Decided to put the car through some of its paces, so we drove it at 20 kilometers per hour and see how that's going on. Nadia, welcome to the show. Sorry, I forgot you were here.
Thank you.
So you're a Jaguar type of person. You've been through every Jaguar
type. I am a Jaguar person.
She is a Jaguar person. Sorry, it's normally F-type and it's only everything else, so she's not the Jaguar type. But you seem to be totally amazed. You said, let's take this for a review, and I said I can't do car reviews, but I'm going to try.
Yeah.
What do you find so amazing about this one?
I'm trying to convince you, Faizal. This is the mother of all SUVs. The mother of all SUVs. You need to drive it so that I can convince you. There's more to Mercedes-Benz. Absolutely more. There's Jaguar.
Now that sounds interesting. Now there's a couple of things that you pointed out that you find amazing. You involved with technology, you like technology in a car. Tell us a bit about that.
Love technology, love the fact that it does everything on hand, touch screen. You can just do that, drive, keep your eye on the road, touch screen. Everything's in front of you. Navigation, you don't have to look on the side. It will also pop up in front of you if you make that choice. It's got all the little frills and trills. I'm a mom, I run around, I'm a grandmother, so I've got bags, boxes. You just do that with your boot. You'll see. I'm going to give you.
I heard about this.
Yeah.
So you can be so lazy where you don't even open the boot,
yeah.
and you just swipe your feet under the boot and it opens.
Yeah, even if your hands are not full, you just look around. People are watching.
and the boot's open.
Yeah.
Yes. I noticed you got a panoramic roof.
Panoramic roof. We've got there's an onboard Wi-Fi as well. Unfortunately.
Onboard Wi-Fi.
Onboard Wi-Fi.
I always thought it's coming to cars at some point.
And it's got voice activation. It's got deployable tow bar at the back. It's got these little side things. I don't know what it's called.
So tell me, this is what you did with Ashraf. Tell me, this is what you did with Ashraf. I need the new Jag.
Yes.
And you went online and you checked all the specs in terms of it's got the tow bar, it's got that and the other, but you never checked if it had an engine, I suppose.
No, I didn't bother about that.
Yeah, I knew that. I just know that about it.
I just knew I need this car. I want this car. I also went, you know, it's also got these little, for sport. That's
something new.
Sports people. You don't have to carry your car keys with you. You go for a jog, you go for a cycle, you park your car where everybody else parks their car. Going for a surf, you leave your car keys in, but you need 30 seconds. You activate it, it locks your car, locks your keys in the car.
So you leave the keys in the car?
Yeah.
Right.
So you're not bogged down by this big bundle of keys with your remote and all that. It's going to get wet when you go surfing. Grandma goes surfing. You use this.
Interesting. So as a driver and having the car for some weeks now, tell us about the experience. Is it what you expected? Are you feeling this is you?
Absolutely, absolutely me. You know what, for an SUV, I'm absolutely amazed. I'm absolutely amazed by the drive it gives you, because it gives you, over and above that SUV drive, it also gives you the speed. So you can go over the hills and bumps and don't tell my husband and the curbs and so on. And then it also gives you the speed when you need it.
Now I'm concerned about something, that's image. Now someone driving a car, sunglasses with that headscarf, what's the perceptions out there?
Headscarf.
Correct, yeah, what's the perceptions?
I know where you're going, drug lord's wife.
Exactly. So that's the part we're going to leave for another episode. I'll get that checked out for you viewers. I'll get that bank account checked out. We'll watch the house for a few days. But it's a really lovely car. What I'm going to do now, we're going to go for a quick break. Come back, I'm going to chat to Barik. about some of the technical specifications of this vehicle. We know it's got an engine. Nadia might have not realized that, and we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to take you around and show you exactly what's under the hood and at the back.
Oh, 20-inch tires, don't forget that.
20-inch tires, yes. For some people, that tire might be taller than what they are, but we're going to show you all about that when we come back. Welcome back to the show. We've just seen Nadia Jacobs on the show. She's the owner of this excellent F-Pace Jaguar. It's a huge piece of machinery, lots of technology and all that kind of thing. I am not the car review kind of person. You guys know that. I deal with very serious matters and therefore decided to deal with Jaguar. But so be that as it may, I've got Barik. Barik's my assistant in the office, and he knows more about cars, although he suffers from a condition called BMW, like I told you. But we decided to give him some healing and see how that goes. Barik, what do you think about the Jaguar? I mean, I saw you admiring it and thinking, where have I gone wrong in life?
Well, Faizal, I don't think I've gone wrong anyway, but this is a great alternative to a BMW. This car directly competes with the Porsche Macan and the BMW X5. X5 clearly wins. I mean, really, Jaguar had to bring out their crossover. They were a bit late to the party, but they finally brought one out, and it's clearly sold out.
Barik, I need to ask you, so the guys are paying you to talk on the show, and I'm happy for BMW to do that, but that's fine. So we've got an engine here that's fairly big when we look at it. Tell me a bit about that. We've got a big body also. Nadia says that she accelerates very fast with a big body. That was one of my questions to her. Car's big, but it takes off very fast. Yeah. The engine, is it equal to? Yeah,
the engine definitely has the pull to pull this car. It's a big vehicle, but it's meant to go all around. It's meant to go over grass, over dirt, on the road. And if anyone wants to challenge you on the road as well, you can give them something to think about. They will think twice about it, because once you rev this car up, you can clearly hear it. You know it's a Jaguar.
Of course. And now we're also looking at diesel engine. What is the key difference between diesel and petrol engines? Not from a consumption point of view, but are there power differences, for example? I'm not familiar with all these things.
Generally there is, but I can't say. It depends on the model and between the different makes of vehicles. But with Jaguar and with SUV crossovers, it's usually diesel. They're usually turbocharged as well to give them that extra power. So yeah, this car will definitely go.
So if you weren't paid by BMW to keep saying what you do, would you move over to this car?
No, I wouldn't.
That's a sad fact, I must say. People will do anything for money. We're coming back to you right now. Welcome back from the break. So now we decided to catch up with Nadia again, and she's going to take us through the actual features of the car. Now I've got a different perception of these features. I think that these features have something to do with personality, but I'm not going to talk about lazy people on the show, and we can talk about that some other time, but you got the drift. But in effect, Nadia's chosen a car with lots of features. Whether she's lazy or not, that's a different matter, but I suppose it's got its benefits, and we're going to talk about all of that. Nadia, you're always talking about features, but we want to start outside, right? Some of the amazing things that I found was, firstly, the tire size is huge.
Yes. And go big or go home.
Okay, it's go big or go home. And I was going to ask you about that, because I mean, that tire is fairly high. I mean, for someone that is not that tall. Yeah. So, but that's relative, and we can talk about it again. Now, something that amazed me was this thing that comes out under the car, and when you open the door, that thing slides out.
This is for short girl problems.
I thought so, and so it's something you activated. Was it the custom make? It's not custom made.
Custom made.
That's custom made. Now that's interesting because so effectively what happens is as the car is fairly high up, so when you get in, you need a bit of room to make sure, or something to step on so that you don't trip, and so there's a section that just slips out, and when you close the door, that thing disappears again. That's amazing. Now, your favorite feature
on the car?
Yes.
Oh, the boot.
She talks about the boot all the time, so we're gonna let's check out the boot and see what goes on there. So if we come here
so
now,
here I am with my boxes and my bags and my grocery and my shopping, and you know what? Oh, we need to open the boot.
Did you actually catch that? So
and you put everything into the boot.
Effectively, let me tell you what goes on there. So I don't know what happens under the car, but there's some type of sensor where Nadia puts her foot under the, I don't know if this is a custom thing or not, again for maybe Jaguar. Okay, it's a feature, but it's an extra feature that was ordered for her. I mean, your husband knows you well.
It comes with the car.
It comes with the car. I thought it was something that Jaguar realized that this particular client needs special assistance. But be that as it may, all Nadia does was swipe her foot under the car, and what then happens is the boot then opens. Now the practicality of that is when you have your hands full and you can't get to the boot.
Can't get to the boot, have your hands full. But then of course when all your things are in, you're still lazy, you still do that. And
the boot will close.
Yeah, even though your hands are free.
I think that's absolutely amazing. But I remember the first time that you started talking about the car, that was the only thing you were talking about. She's not worried about the engine. She's worried about all those things. Anything else outside that you find apart from the shape and that's the boot, obviously.
A nice hidden tow bar there.
Oh yes, the hidden tow bar.
It's hidden. You don't see it. You don't see the ugliness of the tow bar sticking out. So if you need the tow bar, you can just go inside, deploy the tow bar.
And that's a press of a button too.
It's a press
Everything in this car is a press of a button.
Touch screen. You just touch screen. Modern technology.
Everything is touch screen. It's not even a real button anymore. How lazy do you get? So now here's something new and interesting too. This is the key. It looks very different from a normal key. It doesn't look like a key at all. So obviously there's some electronic device to unlock and start the car, and all of that goes on. But additional to this is the wristband. Tell us about the wristband.
It's called the smart key.
Smart key.
There we go.
Okay.
Smart phone, smart key, smart car.
Interesting for smart people. Right. Okay, so tell us a bit about this one. You know what? That's funny. I don't think it's for smart people. Because otherwise they would have not done this. They would not have done this. You were so smart. Yes, exactly. So anyway, tell us how does this work?
This is basically the wristband. It's more for your sporty type of people.
Nadia, I need to stop you there. You are not running around. You're just wearing that for the purpose of wearing it. Because you're a gadget person. That's why. But you're not running around.
I'm not gonna run. I'm not gonna surf. I'll put the surfboard on the car, drive around with it, and it will divert.
And so she can use the wristband.
It will divert them from thinking it's the Raghu's wife, you know, they'll think it's a surfer.
Okay, so now I decided to check what's going on inside the car. I'm a very inside person when it comes to a car. A cockpit needs to look good for me, and it needs to be something that feels comfortable. So my initial feeling sitting here now is that it does, and I'm not saying this because I need to say it, but it does have a feeling of comfort, and the seat has this feeling where it's sort of just wrapping around you. I'm not sure if that's for everybody, but it feels like it's just wrapping around. I'm amazed at the amount of technology. I think it has a nice feel to it. Nadia doesn't always keep her car clean, but that's a different story. We'll talk about keeping your car clean in the next episode. Yes, well, it is for lazy people, so I suppose. But Nadia, you've got some features going on here. Earlier on, I saw you just swiping things, and it says Nadia's iPhone, so it's like really customized.
To my iPhone.
Yes. So, and I see you can swipe anything. Tell us a bit about this.
Yeah. You have your Bluetooth. You can connect any device, like your USB. You can pay any device, your iTunes, music, whatever, from an outside source. You can pay more than one device, so you can have 2 cell phones going at the same time. So 2 cell phones at one time? You can have 2 cell phones. The one can play music, the one you can actually make your telephone calls on. That's your home screen, that's your radio station CD. You can choose your source. I can choose media library.
Yeah, of course.
Like your,
So this is a basically a window to all the technology in the vehicle.
to everything.
Okay.
Your phone will always be there on the side. You have your climate inside and outside.
Right.
Climate is off, so you can switch it on.
That's interesting. The other things that I found interesting, apart from what she's got there, is that the steering wheel has lots of functionality on it, and that's what I see. Lots of things going on here. I also see you've got these pedals on the side there, and I can only imagine what that's for. And I suppose you're probably using them?
Yes. We're not going to disclose any more information.
Because the
on
traffic
which
department
ones.
might be watching
Yes, there
all
might
of
be
these
cops
things.
watching, might get arrested, so we
Of course. Yeah.
You've got your auto cruise as well, you know, so you can put it in 220 kilometers and you put it on auto cruise.
Yeah. But Nadia, you know what? The funny thing is that anybody seeing this color car driving past in Cape Town will definitely know it's you. So I don't think you're going to be able to hide. I don't think they've sold so many with the same color as yet. So that's interesting. Anything else about the interior that you find interesting? And I see you've got the
You've got
the
your
GPS.
navigation, and then on here there's a menu somewhere. So once you put in your address, etc., you can actually see it in between your steering wheel. You don't have to take your eye off the road.
Interesting. So the image will come up on the side.
Appear on there, directions will appear on there. It's got all the Gravenby.
Interesting. That's a strange one. Why?
Strange.
Recent stuff.
Freaky.
Yeah. So Nadia, you speak a lot about this rear view camera story. What's going on there?
Oh, you must see it. You can take like selfies with it. I must show you.
And you a selfie person.
You put it in reverse, and I will just you have a look
Okay,
at the back.
Okay, so I'm going into reverse there, and the cameras come on, and I find it absolutely interesting. Look at those guys in the back there. Look at that. Just have a look at that. Can I go? Okay. And they probably thinking, what the hell? We got them at the back.
Where the hell is he going? Karik, where the hell is he going?
I don't know. I don't know. Knowing you.
This wasn't part of the thing.
Oh wow, it's got some serious power, I must admit. Yo, I must admit it's got some serious power. Yeah. Okay, so now I can tell you what I'm feeling. I can feel the power. It's definitely got a huge engine. Oh my god, feel that, and check that brakes. Interesting, like you can feel it, but I'm actually scared at the same time because you know, oh, and listen to that sound. And so the interesting thing is that the steering wheel has an excellent grip here, and so although the car feels, you know it's big, but I don't feel the size because it's got some serious traction. I can feel it stuck on the road, and but the interesting thing is Nadia is probably going to wonder where we are. As you saw, it's a destination, Gravenby, and that's where we are on our way to. We'll see Nadia next week sometime.
Barik, where the hell is Faizal? It's been an hour. It's been an hour. Gosh. It's getting dark now.
Knowing Faizal, he's not coming back.